Yeah, I don't think there's meant to be black engine oil coming out of my bell housing. So yeah, by the looks of things here, we've got ourselves a rear main seal leak. We've got engine oil coming through the weep hole on the bell housing, which all signs point to a rear main seal. So yeah, that is not ideal. I suppose that's just one of the things you gotta expect with a car that's done over 500,000 Ks. These things wear out. I'm sure it's never been done before, so bound to happen at some point, I'd say. So yeah, that's going to require the gearbox out and to replace the seal, and we'll have a look at the clutch and a few other things while we're in there.
So what are you picking up from Patrol Apart?
I'm getting the rear main seal, and then also gonna get throwout bearing like housing, and then there's a couple like springs for like the bearing and like for the clutch fork and stuff.
Got the parts.
So we're gonna go to the car wash, but beforehand, because I'm gonna be pulling the gearbox out and everything, I wanted to clean it all off, so I'm just putting some degreaser on it, start freeing up, and then we go to the car wash, blast it all off. Alright, so today we are going to be tackling the rear main seal and a couple of other things on the car. Obviously that means gearbox has to come out. So we have a few bits and pieces. We've got obviously the rear main seal itself. And then while we're in there, we're going to be looking at things like I've got a new throwout bearing, the bearing carrier for that, there's a spring for that, and then also the clutch fork spring. There might be a few other things. It's all going to be dependent on what it looks like when we get in there. Also too, we'll address the clutch once we can have a look and see what it's like, see if it's absolutely clacked. Before we can do any of that, gearbox got to come out, so we'll start just drive shaft's got to come off, a bit of wiring, gear sticks, handbrake cables, things like that. So we'll just start ripping it apart.
Well, I don't even know if that's long enough, so.
Oh damn.
How the hell do you get them back in?
A lot of persuasion.
Right, put the locks on it.
Should be able to drop that.
It's probably the rocket cover will hit first.
Yeah, well, I just keep coming down slow. As long as nothing attached to the engine, like, and remember too, the exhaust is still attached to the engine, so you're going to be look, it's going to put a bit of stress on it. How much more do you reckon it's got to come down to clear there?
Yeah, well, it's got to come down a little bit, yeah.
That's probably looking more.
So that's how you can tell it's rear main, because there's engine oil all over it.
Yeah. Heaps of it too, look at that.
I'd say put a jack under each side of this, one each side, one there, one here, and then it's going to need a third one on the front. And you'll have to pull a little bit and then just lower it down a little bit.
Do we have enough jacks?
Alright, so at this point we're just taking the gearbox, dropping it out of the car, and the whole idea was with the way we got it out is that we had to set it up so that we could slide the gearbox out and the input shaft wouldn't catch on any of the clutch assembly. So the things like the fingers and the stuff like that, the input shaft of the gearbox can get caught. So we used a ramp and multiple jacks so that we could slide the gearbox back out on an angle that matched the angle of the engine. And so it's just a slow process of slowly lowering with the jacks and rolling back at the same time, so that way the input shaft came out evenly and didn't clash with anything. And then we could lower it after that. Oh yeah, it's jiggling.
Moving?
Yeah, it's moving separate. Yeah, I can see it's moving separate.
All we're doing is making sure that gap is equal.
Yep.
Alright, just push it back a bit more. coming.
There it is. Jesus Christ, it's massive. Alright, so as you can see from where I'm sitting, we got the gearbox out. It wasn't the easiest thing getting it out, but just had to move a few things around, exhaust, things like that, in order to be able to drop it down on the way so we can pull it out. But we've got that out, which is good. And we've pulled off the clutch and also taken off the flywheel and got taken off our culprit, the rear main seal.
Alright, so that's it.
That's the old rear main.
It does feel
Like it's, yeah.
so there's already dirt in there, like if you rubbed your finger in there and it's real gritty.
Oh yeah.
So that will cause,
A leak.
yeah. The next one to clean is the face that rubs on here, is the crankshaft.
Around the
So
crank.
it'll probably have a slight groove in it, and just make sure there's no scoring or nothing's damaged in that.
So as you can see there's then your crankshaft sitting on there, and so we're going to be whacking in the new rear main seal. Also going to be doing this spigot bush on the inside because it's slightly burred around the edges here. So while we're in here, replace that. Yeah, we're going to have to replace a few things like thrust bearings and the bearing carriers in the gearbox as well, or in where the bell housing is. Yeah, still undecided entirely on whether I'm going to be putting a new clutch in. I probably will be, so don't stress out, don't freak out everyone. But because the old one still has a fair bit of meat on it, it doesn't look like it's actually done that much. There's still actually machining marks on the flywheel, so you can tell it hasn't actually had a whole lot of use. So it probably would still do at least another 100,000 Ks. But I know everyone in the comments, or you guys are going to be saying, oh, don't do that to yourself, replace it while you've got it all open. So I probably will be. Yeah, so obviously there's a bit of cleanup to do. There's a lot of things that need cleaning and preparing, surfaces that need to be cleaned before things go back together. Still a lot of work to do, but hopefully soon enough it'll be all back together and running smoothly. Tomorrow we'll get on to some cleaning of components. So with everything cleaned up, it was ready to throw back together. Got the flywheel machine for the new clutch, which is a Exceedy Safari Tough clutch. You'll notice that this clutch isn't a heavy duty clutch, pretty much because I don't need a heavy duty. I don't tow, I'm not running crazy power. So a nice soft clutch was the way to go for me. When reinstalling the rear main, we made sure to space the rear main off the block. So we used an oversized gasket, I think it was about 8mm, just so to make sure that the rear main seal itself didn't align in the original groove one in it, and so that will make sure that we avoid any future rear main leaks. Alright, so car is all finished. I know the second half of this video wasn't sort of as detailed as the pulling out the box. That is because Patrick went away halfway through me doing this, and so I was just sort of stuck with the GoPro, but I was just worried about getting the bloody thing in. So a bit rough on that, but it all went in fairly smoothly in the end. We're able to use, you'll be able to see there, we used a trolley, like a pallet jack to sit the gearbox on, and then we're able to slide it in with that and have it packed up to get the right height. Yeah, new clutch is good. Fixed up the handbrake issue, so that's all good. Drive shafts are in, everything's plugged in back where it should be. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the rear main seal and new clutch. So hopefully the rear main seal holds out. Only time will tell on that. Hope you got an idea of how hard a job it is to pull out a box in a Patrol. So unless you got the stuff to do it, and unless you're really game and have a couple mates, it's probably a job that you wouldn't really want to attempt, and a lot of time too. I got delayed because I had to wait for parts and things like that, but if this was your daily and you had to work, it'd be a struggle. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Patrol's all good to go. So yeah, thanks for watching.